Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Songs of Conquest. So we're gonna continue discovering the campaigns for each faction, and I believe the next faction is gonna be Rana, the second song, From the Ashes. Freed from the slave mines of Baria, Rask of South Creek Flats and a small band of Rana flee and fight their way to the deep marsh and home. But the dangers in the marsh are many, and Rask must awaken the might of Rana to end the threat from the humans once and for all. From ashes we rise. So we got frogs. Oh, we got a little song as well. I'm gonna try to do overwhelming again. Do I recognize anything of this? Any of these places? I don't think so. Maybe Stone Ridge. Just a little bit. Alright. Start mission. Rask of South Creek Flats had been a slave to the Barians since he was taken from the marsh as a youngling. Day after day, he and the other spawnlings toiled in the mines. He had accepted his fate and the fate of the Rana, for it all seemed hopeless. That was until today. Well, Frogling, today's your lucky day. I, Captain Xavier Silkspool, have freed you and your fellows. Your chains are broken and no longer will you work in the mines of House Rosewater. By my hand and my contract, freedom is yours. Freedom? Thank you, friend of Rana, friend of Rask. I am friend to no one. I have but my honor and the contract, and this contract would have me free you. Come, Frogling, today we are allies, and I would see you safely away. But how can we leave? We can't make our way across the desert and home to the marsh. I've used my talent as a wielder and activated this portal. Just step through, and it will take you far away from here, to your beloved swamp, and these weapons will help you evade recapture. The marsh provides. We owe our lives to you, Captain Silkspool. But with these weapons and your aid, we should free the other slaves in the mine. Too late. The alarm has been raised and Aurelia will come for you. Run home, little runner. There is no profit in the world for you. Leading his mercenaries through the fires, the gallant wielder Captain Silkspool left Rask and his spawn mates to escape through the activated portal. Is that the only way that I can go? Yeah, it does look like it. So, who do we have? We have hunters. Okay. Let's go through the portal. The energy of the activated portal pushed Rask and his small band of spawn mates through, and they arrived on the outskirts of their beloved marsh. After quickly claiming a nearby lookout tower, Rask and his loyal friend Chiham gathered close. Chiham Stormcaller. Rask, what should we do? We'll escape north. The old Rana would say to keep Ravager's Peak on our right by day and follow the Water Lily Star by night. Soon we will know true freedom. Slaves no more. Okay. There is some Barian merchants. Up ahead, some Barian merchants were forcing Rana into cages and preparing them for transport. One of the caged Rana spotted Rask and his small band of refugees and cried out a warning. Tinkerers and brutes. Okay, let's see if this army composition is gonna work for me. Barian merchants. You there, get in line with the others and we'll be on our way to the mines of Tempest Dunes. Come on, hurry up and no one gets hurt. We aren't slaves, Captain. Captain Silkspool, friend of Rana, freed us. Silkspool? That's quite a story. Look, we know you're runaway slaves and we must be both hungry and lost. House Bellicus will welcome you with open arms. Come peacefully and we will give you extra rations for the week. No, never again. Free the younglings from these transport cages and we will be on our way. That fool Silkspool has armed them. It will be the 12th Moon Massacre all over again and no profits for us. Froglings, we have no quarrel with you. You are free to pass. Rask couldn't tear his eyes from the frightened younglings in the cages. His heart beat loudly in his ears. His body grew hot with rage. Suddenly, he heard a voice inside his head. Awaken! Rask felt the pain and rage flow to him from his spawn mates. He felt essence. We aren't living without the younglings. Free them now. You dare challenge us, Swamp Spawn? Be thankful we don't clasp iron on your tiny wrists. We'll never wear iron again. Rana, death to the slavers. Free the younglings. Alright, so... I mean... Tinkerers and brutes. Okay, let's try. Three mines that deal 30 damage when stepped on. Something tells me that I should not have distributed them like this. Let me load the game. Like, what if we do something like this? We just buff these guys. And these two will be providing essence for me. So we can keep this one here, this one here. Right. Okay. How about this? Alright, if I move, he will attack me. She'll attack me anyway. Okay. That kind of worked. Rask and his spawn mates released the chained up runner who quickly joined his ranks. Here comes Stormcaller. Rask, what happened? We could all feel your power and rage pour into our bodies and strengthen us. We could see you wield magic. Something within me snapped and broke like the chains around our necks. Perhaps I am a wielder. Maybe I always was. The marsh adapts. I've never heard of a runner wielder in our time, Rask. What should we do now? We must free as many runners as we can and escape into the marsh. Yes, please. Alright. So, caged prisoners. I need hunters for sure. Yeah, let's take them. Okay. Rask and Chikam joined the other escaped slaves to fill their water skins from the pond and drink their fuel. Chikam, what is it? I've forgotten what the marsh smells like. In the mines I would dream about home, imagining my village and the pond where I spawned, but every year I'd lose a little more of that memory. We'll never go back to the mines, my friend. Never. We'll run and run, deep into the marsh, but the Barians will never find us. The view from the tower is spectacular. There is something calming about this swamp. Alright, so some wood. Is there a reason for me to go up? There's also some caged prisoners there. Forgotten Sanctuary, I will be able to level up. Road sign. As the road led into the deserts of Baria, Rask's companions grew fearful and slowed their steps. For the runner, nothing good had ever come from the desert. I don't think there is anything in there. So we can try... Which way should we go, Rask? I'm not sure. The trail keeps taking us south and away from Ravager's Peak. There's trouble ahead. Can you hear it? I can hear the yips of the Dryath, and if I remember correctly, that is the call of the Ravager. We can't turn back. We must find our courage and face the beasts. Well, if I die today, at least I have seen the marsh once more, and fought alongside the Rana Wielder. We're stronger together, Chikam. Nothing will keep us from our home. There is. So... Okay. Definitely melee. So Dreyas are worthy. Ravagers are risky. Musketeers and pikeneers. Well, they have more caged prisoners. I mean, if we are playing as Rask, we would probably go for prisoners. Oh, source of troops. That would be nice. Let's try it. What have we here? More Rana for target practice. Run back to your bog. Our trade is done for the day. Leave our march now, Barian, or we'll feed your body to the bog. Alright, so they're here. Musketeers and pikeneers. I have to close in on them as soon as possible. Okay. Okay, so right now I'm outside of his range. Maybe we can make them come to us. Okay. Oh, this guy's reloading. I forgot about that. Okay. All right. Oh, what have you done? I freed you from the barbarian oppressors. The Rana are slaves no more. Come with us into the marsh. We have no choice. They will send a mighty wielder after all of us, and the humans always win. Our days are numbered. Life returns to the marsh. We always have a choice, and now we have a Rana wielder, like the legends. Rask will lead us to safety. The marsh provides. It will take more than one wielder to free the Rana. We'll gather in the marsh until our force is great, so great that the desert will tremble from our steps. I've never seen a Rana wielder before. We'll come with you, but if you wish to succeed, persuade more of our spawnlings to join in. That's also hunters, okay. Combat training. Let's take the combat training. So we'll take more hunters. Need 2. Sure. That's risky, and that is also risky. Now, if I remember correctly, Dreas, the thing about them is that they retaliate first, always. And these guys, they get more damage the more they walk. Huge bird-like beasts with piercing beaks and sharp talons, ravagers filled the clearing. These were the most feared creatures in the marsh, and they stood between Rask's band of refugees and the safety of the marsh. Rask, I don't want to be food for the ravagers. Don't be afraid, Chikam. If we don't defeat this beast and they eat us, at least they are of the marsh, and we won't die as slaves in the mine in far-off Baria. will die free. Life returns to the marsh. Life returns to the marsh. The more they walk, the stronger they will be. But we need to meet them somewhere here. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Oh my god. Oh. Some of the Ravagers were killed, some ran off, but a few retreated and Rask ordered his troops back. There was something about these creatures that resonated within him. He slowly approached the lead Ravager. Rask, what are you doing? These are creatures of the marsh, same as us. Something within them calls out to me. This is madness, they will kill you. No, they will join me. To the amazement of his followers, Rask reached out a hand, palm up, towards the Ravagers as he had seen the Barians do with horses. The biggest one bent her neck towards Rask and he swiftly climbed on top, mounting the Ravager as a rider. Rask the first rider. Their essence is the same as ours. We are all creatures of the marsh. We can tame them, protect them, and they will do the same for us. I can feel them. Rask in the legends of old Rask in the legends of old, the Rana rode Ravagers to the war. There is another legend my granny would tell us. Something about the rider is come. Save Granny Sawtooth's tales until later. We should hurry and ride deeper into the marsh. The Barians will be in pursuit. The Rock grandmother. Essence. But he's a melee though, so let's do melee one. +1 troop move into Ravagers, Riders of the Swamp. Okay. I don't know, but I will use all of these essences. Okay. Some Rana families had built farms here, hoping that trade and gifts of food would keep them free from the slavers' shackles. Shamans. We saw you. We see you. Riding a Ravager. The legend speaks of a day like this. I don't know our legends. I've been in the Barian mines since I was very young. I'm Rusk, spawned in South Creek Flats. Rusk the First Rider. We shall follow you. Our farms are yours and we will fight it if you can arm us. All Rana are welcome, but we must hurry east. I've heard tales of Baria's vengeance and we can't defeat them yet. Sure. Alright, this gives me gold. Common tent. Some hunters. Alright, so there's some bandits. Let's see. Deals additional damage for 2 rounds based on the strength of its attack. What will I do with Glimmerweave, right? Alright, Barian guards. Oh? What was that? Rusk, the Rana drums of war, warn of danger. A large force of Barians has entered the marsh. We must lead the Rana deep into the marsh. We're not ready for a whole battalion of Barians. We'll follow you, First Rider. A small company of Barian mercenaries stood guard at the border pass. Let us pass, Barian. We return to the march. Run along, little Rana, and leave. Our contract only states that we should guard this passage. It does not stipulate that we need to pursue anyone who flees before us. So musketeers and pikeneers. I guess here will be the musketeer. We can try. Shamans are really good. Okay, so combat training. Cunning. I don't need cunning. Combat training will be enough. Okay. Beacon of power. Wolves. Challenging. Remnants of large bones and ancient weapons littered the ground near a strange structure. It seemed a battle had taken place here a long time ago. Rask, look at the size of this bone. Could you imagine the beast it belonged to? Another creature of the marsh, wiped out by the human. Why do they hate us? I don't know, Chikam. Who can understand humans? Yeah, even humans can understand each other. A small settlement of Rana had been able to survive here on the fringes of the marsh. As Rask and his band approached, an old hunter came out to greet them. Are you the ones causing all this ruckus? We had managed to have a peaceful life here. They took your broodlings as slaves. What kind of a life is that? A bad one, but a life still. The marsh adapts. It is time for Rana to live in the marsh without fear. The marsh provides. The marsh provides a Rana wielder, just like the legends. A wielder? I never believed I'd meet a Rana wielder, and never before did I dare to dream of a life without fear. Red reed flats will support you and follow you. The marsh gives life. I mean, it's cool and all, but look at this. This is crazy. What will I do with this situation? An entire battalion of Barian forces advances to Rana. Little Rana, you must be the leader. Surround yourself for punishment and I shall spare the others. But all of you will return to the mines and your colors. We will not surrender, and the marsh will run red with your blood, Barian. Rise, Rana. Slaves no more. We will see about that, Frogling. I mean... 2 pipers, wow. So, what can we do? A large company of Barian mercenaries, led by a huge Arimal warrior, stood guard at the only way into the deeper marsh. That's quite the following you have there, Swamp Spawn. Haven't you heard the stories of what we do when you gather like this? I've heard those stories all my life, but this is a new story. The mouth on this one. We'll put you back in your place, like all the others. We can try... Um... Ooh. I'm gonna restart the mission. This is just too much. Wait a second. So I need to focus as much as possible on getting gold. And troops. Shamans. If I go here, the cutscene will trigger and the Barians will appear. I mean, okay. Strange winged creatures wearing fearsome masks guarded the clearing. Rask had never seen anything like this before and took a defensive stance as the creatures swarmed towards him. Nasty frogs, no dragons, no frogs. What are you? You're not of the marsh, but you're not Barian either. We are not you. With Fae, yes, yes. Fae, Ethel Fae. Should we fight them? Yes, we should. 3,000 gold. And all creatures of the marsh, large or small, winged or scaled, will hear the marsh's song and come together as one. Sure. Plus 10 offense, okay. Animated human skeletons stood, their feet mired in the bog and blocking the path. As Rask and his followers drew close, the skeletons closed ranks and advanced on the Rana. Disgusting. These are undead humans. They pollute our marsh. We should destroy them. Life returns to the marsh. There is no place for the undead here. Yeah. Oh, I just killed 4 of my things. 4 of my frogs. Stupid. And as it became clear that the Roots and the Dragon allies wouldn't submit without a war, the Empress sent for her legions and her wielders. Merkath, her sword, was the first to arrive. Roots musketeers, Dryaths, and Pikeneer. Okay, there we go. Rask led the Rana, old and young, and deeper into the embrace of the marsh. He was leading them home to South Creek Flats. Having escaped the mines of Rosewater, Rask and Cheekam led the Rana deeper into the marsh, hoping that the Barian house of Rosewater wouldn't pursue them further. Are we gonna get a song?
Out of a portal stepped a youngling, hard and mad. He will bring doom to all of us, for now he's just so sad. He went north into the swamp, to the refuge he had sought, but he found some greedy merchants just inspecting what they bought. Enraged by all of this, his essence it was pure. His rage was all of him, their sickness he's the cure. He'll fight forevermore and all he will endure. For Rask the rider, he's death, of that you can be sure.
Damn. Okay. The marsh adapts. Oh, well. Gonna do this one later, next time. But it was good. I need to get used to playing as Rana in comparison to Arleon, because they play it a little bit differently. And yeah, I gotta get used to the spells. But I think it's gonna be fun, for sure. Oh, and we have Rana background now. Nice. So, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Please consider leaving a like, a comment, sharing, subscribing, following, everything that you can do to support me. And also, please provide me with your feedback and your comments, whether they are negative or positive. It doesn't really matter, because I want to improve and I want to make better content. I started to dip my toes into the video editing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm trying to make it more focused, and I'm hoping that with your feedback and with your support I will be able to make more meaningful and more quality content. So as always, stay tuned, and I'm gonna see you next time.